What was working so well offensively in the first half? What's the half?
Well, we thought it was that good. He made some shots. I don't know if we got all types of shots that we wanted. I would have liked to hit the free throw line a few more times. In the first half, I thought we had a chance to because we got some road fouls. But I like their shot selection. But other than a couple shots. Usually with me, if I don't like the shot selection, you guys know what happens. It's never a mystery. Somebody just needs rest.
Coach, there's a stretch there in the second half where I think you missed 5 shots in a row, but Iowa missed 5 or 6 in a row. Did you feel like that was a key part of the game? When
Yeah,
they
we
could've made a run there?
hit a cold spell, and when we did that, for example, against Rutgers, Mac hit some threes, and Jack hit some tough shots. Yeah, they that could have been a time where they could have changed the tide, but they didn't. So we kept plugging defensively, kept getting it back. I always like to say we were playing good defense to get it back. They had some shots that just didn't go down. That do go down at times.
Well, do you think your guys did a good job of hitting some big time shots? I'm thinking of Johnson's three. I forget what it was in the shot when it was running out. Frank would go inside and he made a basket. Did they do what they needed to stem Iowa's run?
Yeah, Josh just hit in a three-point shooting drill that we have from almost the exact spot. We call it the liberal side. And the guys always know to get on the left. And it was from that left wing, free throw line extended. And I can't tell you how many in a row he hit from there, either yesterday or the day before in practice. So that's something that he works on. So, and boy, was it huge.
You were really pleased with your offensive efficiency. It seemed no matter what lineup you had, you moved the ball very well in the half court and got a lot of good shots.
Yeah, I mean, 6 turnovers against Iowa here. That's like having 1 at our place, because it's all the venues on the road. Usually a little tougher, you're not as comfortable with the sight line, things like that. If they had that old rule that we would take the guys back and then put the practice stuff on and go on the court again, I'd have Nigel work on his lane line lob about 50 times. The pass from the high post to the low post. Frank looked open, but he forgets how long Woodbury and Old Scene are. That's a tough pass to make.
Well, do you think you did a little better job defending in the paint?
But we can't do that because there's an NCAA rule that when you get back from the game, you can't practice. And I think you know who caused that to go into effect. Not me.
Did you think you did a little better job defending in the paint in the second half?
Yeah, we took away some things. Something you really, boy, we've seen them light up teams from 3 here. We were real conscious of that early. Probably left some driving lines open a little bit more than we should have. I thought we did a good job of adjusting.
Well, how big the difference was the offensive glass in this game?
Well, I just got the stat sheet as I was coming in here, so second chance, we outscore them by 9, it's 11-point final. Pretty huge. I thought we did a real good job of getting in position to get some second chances. Didn't happen by accident.
Did you like that every time I was seeing them make a little run at you, especially in the first half, you would have someone step up and hit a big shot to always keep them at bay? Was it that offensive production that was as important as the defense you had?
Yeah, sometimes that dagger that stems the tide, that changes some momentum. We always try to teach our guys to play through everything. I'm sure they do too. So what you can't do is get your chin up too high when things are going well and get your chin down too low when they're not. Basketball is a game where you have to grind and be consistent. And we emphasize that a lot in practice. So hopefully it carries over in the game.
Aaron White played a season high 38 minutes, and there was some doubt whether he'd play at all today. What did you see from him, and were you surprised that he played that much?
Well, he showed the character that he's made of and grit. He was going to play. He, as he's walking past me in line down at our place, he was very polite. I mentioned this. He said, "We'll see you at our place, Coach." Okay. Good thing I'm not intimidated easily. I said, "All right, we'll see you down there." He's tough. He played hard, and you could tell it was not quite right, or at least seemed to us on the sideline. I'm sure he feels he had 100% range of motion, but it didn't surprise me that he played that many minutes. And well, first of all, that he played, and then that many minutes. He's that tough.
For those of us who don't see Kaminsky every game, I know that. on
You don't have a
January-
Big Ten network, or you have?
Well, we have other things to do sometimes.
So that get a point. I broke your train of thought. You were saying those that don't see Frank all the time.
Well, in your opinion, I know it's January 31, you don't want to get into superlatives, and it may not be useful for you, but is he as good as anybody anywhere in college ball?
I think you just need to look at the notes that Patrick spends hours and hours agonizing over, and the comments that other coaches have made about Frank, and I'll let that do the speaking. Because I have to get on it every once in a while, so we haven't done anything yet. That's our motto.
Speaking.
Really aggressive in the first half. In the second half, he didn't look as aggressive. What was the difference in your mind between the two halves with Sam?
He just wasn't getting as many looks, maybe. Guys were up in his grill a little bit more. He couldn't turn the corner on some of those drives. A lot of it always has to do with what the other team's doing also. So, and some other guys were getting some looks. So I don't know what he ended up with one assist. I think he had a couple passes that led to a kick out over that led to a basket. So his floor game, I thought, was better.